Welcome back, Blade Gang, as we show a little love to the Kansept brand today. This is the Kansept collection thus far. Maybe picking up a few more, never know. Um, the quick backstory on Kansept is that it was a newly created company over the past couple of years by someone who was a manager at Kaiser, is what I'm told. And I think what they're pulling off is as much variety as you see with Kaiser lately. It's sort of neck and neck with innovation and different designs. So let's take a look at these and see if we can appreciate some of the finer points, pun intended. And I'm going to start with the Main Street by Dirk Pinkerton. This is interesting because it was branded as Little Main Street, if you can see that there. I think they carried that over from a smaller version of the knife called the Little Main Street. Same Wharncliffe design, it's just a smaller knife. Here is some of the trademark jimping that is put in place by, or put into the design rather, by Dirk Pinkerton. Dirk likes the tactical sort of approach, but this is certainly very utilitarian. You see that same jimping carried over into the carbon fiber handle in this case. And this does come in a few other handle types and I believe a blacked out version and so forth. This was one of the earlier available ones that I could get. I think this came from White Mountain. Very smooth on bearings. Smaller, lighter blade, but still almost drop shutting. Wide open construction, very thin. Titanium clip that's very classy looking. Although not deep carry, but pretty close. Thumb stud opening. And steel on this one I believe is 154 cm. Let me take a look. Yep, 154 cm on this one. So a decent blade steel. And I forget what these are coming in at, but I think it's no more than 100, but you can check me on that. And there is a what I'm going to call a layered G10 carbon fiber. I don't think it's carbon fiber through and through. I still haven't determined that. I'm not going to spend too much time on it now. But, you know, usually when you see that smooth polish sort of 3D look to the carbon fiber, that it is the laminate. But if you know, drop it in the comments and let me know, because I'm not 100% sure. But I do like the knife. It's gained a lot of popularity. And we're going to move on to a Mikkel Williamson design, the Helix. One of my favorites and a very economical knife. I think 60, 70-ish, somewhere in there. D2, deep carry clip, really nice looped over clip. Large flat knife with plenty of blade and a really nice choil area for choking up. Excellent jimping, very grippy. There is now about a $150, $160 version of this in S35 with titanium handle. This one is aluminum, I believe. Nope, it's steel. Yep. So we got a steel handle on that, and there is a titanium version if you happen to like this knife. One interesting feature is this partial tanto grind here. Not a double grind, so we got one smooth flat grind, and making it very slicey, by the way. And we got that little hint of a tanto point that if you sharpen over it may very well go away. I mean, that's barely there. He did that on another one called the Chibs, or Chib I believe, that is under Mikkel's own label that I reviewed recently. Large flat knife, lots of jimping, Really nicely done. Cut into both the steel and the G10 backspacer. Nice lanyard slot. Drop shutty as can be on bearings. And we're moving on to the Hazakura, designed by Max Tkachuk. There's Max's marker. And this one is from 154 cm as well. Looks like they're doing a lot of the mid-range knives in 154 at Kansept. Titanium clip, set down just a little bit, but a stylish clip, sort of emulates a knife point there, blunted one. Really, really nice marbled carbon fiber on this one, and very smooth blade, very smooth action, I should say. It is a front flipper. If you like front flippers, I'm not a huge fan of front flippers. I've gotten accustomed to some. I think the Artisan Centuri is my favorite, but that's another matter. This is a very light knife because it is weight relieved on internal steel liners, but most of the handle is carbon fiber. Really nice traditional tanto point there. When I say traditional tanto, I mean not a chisel point. There's the Kansept logo, Max's logo. Nice jimping, not real grippy. Well, maybe. See, once you get out past the handle, it's grippy. But in this section here, not too. Smooth all the way around, open back construction, lanyard slot. Again, a light knife that is in the 3.5 inch or better range. Let's check that. Trying not to do measurements today because there are individual reviews on each of these. Just a little over 3.5, maybe 3.6 on the blade. A handsome knife. Really, really beautiful. Great action too for a lighter blade. Completely conceals into the handle, which is always nice to see as well. And moving on. These two knives are very similar. They are also both Max Tkachuk designs. This is the Prickle, blacked out blade, green G10, and it is a front flipper as well. Pretty good jimping on that one, so I've got a little more purchase on it than on the Hazakura. Yeah, that action, you know, for me, for a front flipper, is very nice. Got a blacked out blade with a fuller in this really crazy, obscene tanto elongated tip on that thing. Very, very, very piercy with it would be a tanto, but then we've got a little drop to it as well. I'd call it a modified tanto. Wide open construction with a couple of pillars, lanyard hole. Very ergonomic, useful handle. Clip does not switch, it's right hand only, tip up. It's about a 3.5 inch blade, and we're going to leave it out there while we take a look at the Lucky Star, also a Max Tkachuk design. This one's kind of a radicalized version of the Prickle. Titanium handle in this case with a S35 VN. I'm going to check that. Yep, S35 VN steel. So we got more of a premium model of the Prickle here. The blades are almost the same. This has got a faceted swedge there on the top, or a swedge, giving it a faceted look. So slightly different design from Max, but similar nonetheless. We'll go point to point there. Very light knife here too because of the solid titanium handle. And yeah, you know, I'm looking forward to maybe picking up a Warrior from Kansept. Had my eye on that. Here's a nice backspacer with jimping. Titanium clip. As I say, full titanium NS35VN. A little more difficult to open. It's even a thinner profile than what we have on the Prickle. See if I can get it open here. So you can see these two kind of similar length, but we've got a little taller handle on the Prickle. Let's stick the Benchmade Griptilian in there just for a quick comparison. It's roughly the same size as the Griptilian on both of these, but the Griptilian much more handle to hang on to. So the Hazakura, the Lucky Star, the Prickle, the full-size Main Street, call it the big little Main Street, and the Helix, definitely the largest of the group today. Hope you enjoyed that quick review and giving a little love to the Kansept line of knives. They're doing some great stuff, very innovative, very interesting. Got a full line all the way from like $50 on up. So check them out. And if you're shopping at White Mountain Knives, don't forget to use my discount code Old Sword for 10% off. Be well. We'll catch you soon. This Old Sword signing out.